Hey YouTubers, it's me, Angie, and normally I talk to you guys, when I'm on here we talk about silly situations and we're just being silly and ourselves, Um but today it's not a laughing matter. It's not funny. It's actually really serious. And last night I was on my way to Walmart and I was talking on the phone, I was laughing, haha, with the person I was on the phone with, and my mom was in the car with me, and she was in my conversation, that's fine, I love my mom or whatever, but she was, but she wasn't paying attention to the road, so she seen like this car, and she didn't know that the car was parked, so we had to kind of like swerve around it. We weren't hurt, but when we swerved, there was a man lying motionless on the floor. And I've heard of deaths, I've seen a couple, but just, I don't know, this one time it just really took me by shock. Apparently, what had happened was he was crossing the street from getting cigarettes, and some guy hit him. And then after that, because nobody saw him, because he was wearing all black, he was a black man, and he was wearing all black, and he was laying on the floor. His face was to the floor. His face wasn't up, his face was to the floor. And he was wearing a black hat, black hoodie, black PJ pants, and black shoes. And in the nighttime, on a dark black concrete, you don't see anyone. So because nobody saw him, he got ran over again. And I was so, you know, petrified. I didn't know what to think or what to say, or I was like, oh my gosh, I was screaming, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, ma, look, ma. My mother is a medical assistant, and so she parked the car right there on the street, and she went to go check his pulse, and she said he had a very slight pulse, and they called 911, and they came, picked him up, and his face was so badly messed up, and you know, he was gushing blood, and his shoe was one place and his other clothes was another place, and it was really, scary to look at. And I'm a really nosy person, but I had to see, if he was okay, what the damages were. I was just so curious, I had to know. And with that being said, I stood around and I heard the story, and it was just so crazy. And it made me think, wow, how quickly your life can be taken away from you. You never know when that time comes. You never know when your time comes. And I know you hear it all the time. I hear it all the time. Never take life for granted. And this one time, it just really, really shocked me. Like, wow, that's crazy. And it's true. Don't ever. So I'm telling you guys right now. Listen, you guys really do. Don't ever, 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 ever take life for granted. You know, do everything that you have to do what's right for your life. Get your stuff together and enjoy life. Because at any moment, it can be taken from you. You could be walking your dog and wrong time, wrong place, someone gets shot, misses, and hits you. You could be walking up the stairs and trip and fall out a window. You never know. And that night, my mother and I prayed for this man, and I do not know him, but I do hope that he's okay. So if you guys just keep that in your prayers. It was last night, so either he's dead or he's alive, but just keep that, in mind, and just if you could help me pray for him. And, like I was saying, that made me think, wow, I really do gotta get my stuff in check. I really do want to enjoy my life the way I'm supposed to enjoy my life. And I need to do everything that's right by me. And just cherish every second, every moment. The little things really do count. You know, everything, take everything in. Don't be so angry all the time. Don't hold grudges. Don't, no, it's not worth it, because in the end, you're not hurting anyone but yourself. And honestly, that's just no way to die with. Like, you shouldn't have to die with anger and guilt, and, you know, it's just so crazy. It really touched me, and it really took me by shock that something like this happened, you know, so close to where I am. And I can't believe it. It's crazy. And I'm just gonna take everything all in, and I'm just gonna really be thankful and gracious that I still have my life, that I'm still alive today, you know, that I'm still given an opportunity to be a better me, and make a mark in this world. And like, I know I sound really sappy right now, but you know what, it's true. So that's really what this video is about. It was crazy. I'm shocked, you know. I mean, I slept fine, but the images were still in my head. You know how you go to sleep and you're thinking about everything that happened that day, and that was just one thing that I couldn't forget. And I really do hope, from the bottom, top, middle, everything, with all my heart, that that man is okay, you know. And his family must be so worried and so concerned, and my heart goes out to them too. And I know that there's a lot of other killings, and it might be like, oh, why is it this one, you know, you took so close to the heart. I don't know why it was. It's just, it happened, and I just, that's just my reaction towards it. And I just want everybody to know that I'm making a promise to myself that I'm not going to take life for granted anymore. And that's that. Neither should you. So keep that in mind.